KT.
Now, the managing director for Kenya Power and Lighting Company has appeared before the Public Investment Committee for the National Assembly to address issues of the soaring power prices in the country and why the utility firm continues to make losses. Jimmy Mbogo was there and now joins us with more. Jimmy, good afternoon. Tell us and bring us up to speed. What was the center of conversation from that end?
All right, a very good afternoon to you too, Nyakundi. Yes, a not so good afternoon for KPLC officials who have had to be sent back to their office to come with proper reports on the issue, on query that have been raised by the Auditor General and also the Public Investment Committee on Energy. And one of the things that has come out is the fact that, and this is something that we have reported on severally, the fact that KPLC, despite being a monopoly, continues to make losses year on year. Now, according to KPLC on their end, they're saying they have implemented measures to ensure that the company goes back to profitability, and so far these efforts are paying off, just not as fast as they would have it would have been expected. Now I'm joined by the committee chair, that is David Kosing, yes, also MP here, and Mheshimiwa, thank you so much for speaking to KTN. One of the things that we want to understand, you've sent KPLC officials back to their office. What is it about their answers that wasn't satisfactory?
KPLC have come here and prepared. KPLC have submitted generic questions, theoretical questions, not specific questions. And for people of Kenya to understand, we are auditing them, or we are examining books of Auditor General of the year 2018-2019. And we only dealt with one issue, which is that they are making losses. Even that particular year, they made a loss of 70 billion that particular year. And maybe to put the people of Kenya into context, why we are taking this institutional KPLC in terms of looking at their financial and business policies, why we are taking them very seriously is because the people of Kenya are paying exorbitant prices at the consumer level. Unbelievable. In fact, some of them are even asking me this morning that they are paying electricity bill as if they are running a posho mill in their own house. Can you imagine? The people of Kenya are complaining. At business level, the country is losing competitiveness in terms of factories and industries. And therefore, we are taking the issue of scrutinizing the financial books of KPLC very seriously, so that we can be able to help them. You know, we, the parliamentary committee and parliament, we want to help them to see whether they can mitigate these losses and why, first of all, they're causing losses, who are these participating in this making losses, and making the Kenya to take the load of paying for those losses. That is where the problem is, and that is why when they came before my committee, what they are saying, they are bringing theories. For example, a theory of telling us, you know what, we are pursuing, we are thinking. Those are not questions that you can bring to Parliament, that we are thinking. The people of Kenya, we are answerable to the people of Kenya, ourselves as Parliament. We are answerable to our people. And our people are saying, please, can we find where the problem is that KPLC is charging us too much amount of money?
All right. Now, KPLC, on the other hand, have defended themselves, saying that they still have debt with government. Government still owes them about 19 billion shillings, and maybe this also plays a role in terms of their loss book. Maybe you can help them in terms of the recommendations that you are going to make to the House, depending on the responses they get. How then do they ensure that these losses are cut back?
You see, I cannot confirm those losses at the moment because we are only interrogating one specific question. There are so many audit queries that the Auditor General has raised that we need to interrogate as committee. One of them include how the IPPs, independent power producers, how they are working, how they are being charged, how they are being paid by KPLC more than they are paid. The KPLC is buying power from independent power producers more expensive than the power they're buying from KenGen. We have not interrogated those issues, and I don't want to jump the gun. I want to tell the people of Kenya who are watching me now or listening me now, we are up to the work, and we will produce some good work. This committee, of course, you know, I was in transport. I was chair in transport, chair transport last Parliament, and I did splendid work. I want to assure the people of Kenya, we are going to work very well in this KPLC. This is a fundamental issue. So let me not jump the gun, reaching recommendation. My colleagues and honorable members, we have not interrogated them. So I'm not going to say what will be the recommendations from my members, because then we have not reached there. What we are saying initially is that KPLC cannot play with this committee. KPLC cannot play with people of Kenya. KPLC cannot play with Parliament, because we have a task to deliver, which is what? Which is to reduce, eventually, we want to help ourselves and as a people of Kenya, we want to help ourselves to reduce what Kenyans are paying for power per month or per week. That is where we are. But we are now beginning. This is our first interaction with them, and they played below the average.
All right. Now, the other thing that has come out, and this is something that has been alluded by members, is the fact that there could be external forces that are also playing a part in this. And some of your committee members have gone as far as saying that this could actually be economic sabotage. Do you really feel that strongly about what is happening at KPLC?
I feel that there are some people outside. There are some cartels in KPLC. Yes, I feel that. There are some cartels. And we will unearth them. That is why we don't want generic answers. We need real answers. Because, you know, when you write a generic answer, you know, parliamentarians are very clever. You can't write, when they see generic answer, they will think that you're actually representing somebody else. Because if you don't want to answer the question direct, you want to evade, you want to dodge, why are you dodging? KPLC are employees and responsible for the people of Kenya, not cartels. So when what are they in their poor answering of questions in Parliament, it means they are actually maybe representing some cartels. Yes, there's a very strong feeling that they are cartels, and we will another.
All right, thank you so much, Mheshimiwa, for speaking to us. And Nyakundi, there you have it. Of course, the other thing that has come out during this committee hearing is the fact that there are very strong sentiments about also the issue of the power cost in the country. Of course, we've had this from manufacturers, we've had this from different sector players who are saying that this is an area that really has to be improved. Of course, we will be here now. KPLC officials have been given about a week, about 2 weeks to come back and bring back the results that they have been directed by this committee. And of course, all this we'll be giving you in our subsequent bulletins. But for now, back to you.
All right, Jimmy, thank you so much for that piece of information that we have